Hey guys, and welcome to the Perth vlog. Dan and I are currently sat in Cairns Airport waiting for our morning flight. Since we've got a bit of time before we can check in, we've just decided to sit outside and have some cookies and coffee. That was definitely needed since we've been up since 5 AM. If you haven't watched any of the previous Australia vlogs, we have been backpacking down the east coast of Australia for the last nearly 5 weeks now, and we said goodbye to our tour group last night, which was quite emotional. It still hasn't hit me that we're not going to be seeing them today, that it's just me and Dan flying off to Perth, but we can't wait to explore another side of Australia. If I sound a bit nasally, it's because I've woken up and my allergies have decided to hate me.
You don't sound too different.
You don't think so?
No, you're just going on a tangent.
I don't know what's I'm waffling. The yapper is yapping. But we're going to go check in now and I'll update you in a bit.
All my biggest fears about being left alone. I told you that ain't confidence.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
I know it sounds weird. Feelings come and go, but I'm dealing with the consequence. It feels like I'm just out my body when you're not around, though I can hardly bear to entertain anybody else. Oh well, I don't wanna be tied down, I just wanna go for it right now. I know how to stand up at her house, crashed on the edge of the floor, been holding hands that I wish were yours for a while now. Standing on the wing on a wipe out, I don't need your room like a lighthouse that I can't turn off when I drive by late. But I don't stop, cause I know you don't want to see me at your door, cause I know you don't want to love me anymore.
Good morning guys, and welcome to Perth. I didn't vlog any more of last night after we landed because we basically just got back to Karen and Ron's and chatted. Karen is one of my cousins on my mum's side, and over the next few days I'm going to be meeting a lot more family members, some for the first time. I actually find it just surreal because I feel like I've grown up knowing them on Facebook and seeing them from afar, so I can't believe that I get to finally meet them now in person. Since we're only in Perth for about 3 days, we've got a lot to squish in. The plan for today is we are going to head out with Karen and explore some of the sites in Perth.
I'll be the boy playing the boombox by your window pane. I'll be the girl wearing your shirt out in the pouring rain. This ain't a rom-com, this is real life, let me show you a bit. Don't need a plane again. So why don't you say I quit being overthinking about everything. Give it up, tell you what I wanna say right now, cause I could do the John Hughes kind of cliche. But either way, I need to say anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to say anything. When you call up, I get thought up like I'm been away. I get nervous on the surface, ain't a James Dean type. We're just cooped up in a cruiser on a Friday night. We could let it ride. Why don't you say I quit being overthinking about everything. Give it up, tell you what I wanna say right now.
It's gotta move on.
That was a proper power walk then.
Quit being overthinking about everything. Give it up, tell you what.
Turns out Perth has a significant history with the band AC/DC, with it being the hometown of Bon Scott, their lead singer, so we went to visit his statue in Fremantle. Dan is a massive fan of AC/DC, so we were absolutely shook by this information and had absolutely no idea when planning to fly here. Also turns out the famous song Highway to Hell was actually based on the Canning Highway here in Perth, so Karen took us for a drive on the official Highway to Hell.
Play Highway to Hell on Spotify. There it is. Let's see where that big tower is. It's part of the Raffles Hotel. This is the pub that they used to go to. It used to be the old bikers pub. This is where the beginning of the Highway Hell starts. On the left here, this is Raffles Hotel.
We then went out for dinner and I ended up trying kangaroo, which I didn't expect to do at all while here in Australia.
I'm sorry.
Side by side with you stroking a kangaroo.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Before, after.
Yeah,
Exactly.
literally.
It was a very mixed, conflicting experience, to be fair.
I'm determined to get that lightning and it's not gonna strike now. Good morning guys. After nearly 6 weeks of backpacking Australia, I'm so excited to finally be able to say today is quokka day. If you're unsure what that means, basically today we are off to Rottnest Island, which is home to quokkas, which I think are going to be my favourite Australian animal. I just know it. Dan and I have been obsessed with them for years, and when I found out that they inhabit Rottnest Island just off the coast of Perth, I was like, we obviously need to go. Since I think one of the only ways you can get to the island is by ferry, the plan is we're going to head off now and catch the 9 AM ferry and spend a few hours over there and hopefully get that all-important iconic quokka selfie. I literally can't wait. Let's do this.
It isn't me if I don't injure myself somehow. Basically that morning I ended up twisting some nerves in my leg, which made it really painful to walk, but I managed to soldier on. It's called Rottnest Island because when the Dutch came over, they originally thought the quokkas were rats, and the Dutch word for rat is rot, so rot's nest, rat's nest, you get the gist. You aren't actually allowed to touch the quokkas when you visit Rottnest Island, as they're a vulnerable species.
Found our first quokka. There's two. There's two. Oh my god, there's loads.
Look at him chilling on the hill.
Oh my god. They're so cute. I can't deal. I can't deal. Look at their little hands. I feel like this vlog is literally going to be spot the quokka. Look at him under the bench. Quokka! Oh my god.
As lovely as the quokkas are, I do just want to take a moment to talk about the dark history of Rottnest Island. A lot darker than I even expected, despite knowing the history of Australia. We did a free pioneers and prisons tour in the morning, which I was so glad we did. Basically, Rottnest Island was used as a prisoner of war camp, and around 300 Aboriginals were killed during the years there. They were brought over to the island for small crimes such as stealing a shirt, and some Aboriginal tribes refused to come back to the island because it has a bad spiritual vibe. After learning about this, the atmosphere felt very jarring. For example, where the mass cemetery was, you literally had a Boosts movie stall right next to it. Or the fact that you could pay to stay in one of these original prisoner and European warden houses that you're seeing here. There was just this jarring mix of dark, awful history mixed in with capitalism. The prison also still stands to this day. If you would like to learn more about Rottnest Island's history, I've included some links in the description below. So as I went on my quest for that iconic quokka selfie, I came across this quokka. Apparently, if these figs fall off these trees and quokkas eat them, it will basically make the quokka drunk / high. So trust my luck that the first quokka I find is literally sat in its own pee, stoned on figs.
Found another quokka. Hoping I can get a photo of this one. Oh my god, the best book ever.
It tells you that.
Oh my god, look at the face.
And now we're reaching 24. We used to be interlaced, couldn't bear in my mind that it's no longer my eyes that are yours and yours only. But for us I'm safe, you should slide, 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 slide through. Come through right now. It's only 4:22, yeah. Lay down on my front lawn with the fires up. We got skies open up, we got skies open like it.
Then it was finally time to say goodbye.
Hey guys, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but we are just boarding the flight now from Perth to Sydney, where we're going to spend our last 24 hours of this Australian trip before we fly home to UK. So I think this would be a really good place to leave the Perth vlog. We were really grateful to be able to squeeze Perth into this trip. We didn't think we were going to originally. We thought we were just going to do East Coast, and then when we realised we had a couple of days, we were like, why not just see if we can get to the other side of Australia, and I'm so glad we did that. It was so lovely to be able to meet family for the first time and get a little bit of a taste of Perth, and we are definitely going to be back. Me and Dan have already been planning to do like a West Coast version, just because we've realised there's so much over there. And if you'd like to see what I get to in my last 24 hours in Australia before I fly home, and also the flight home, because I might vlog that too, make sure to check out next week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Other than that, I've been Gaia, this has been my Perth vlog, and I'll see you next time for more content. Bye!